Welcome back to my channel. Today I am making a back split skirt using this elegant lace fabric brought in by my client. Alright, starting off with, I already fold my fabric into two. I'm going to fold it again in four pieces, in four folds, sorry. Once I fold it in four folds, if you look closer, you can see there's another extra fabric over here that already that I'll be using for number one for the sleeves at the back of the dress. And so I have that folded out, and if we measure it, it's going to be 2 inches. Now here's the skirt waistline, and my client is a tall lady, so I'm going to stop it at 43.5. Now my client is a tall lady. I'm going to be using measurement from 1 inch all the way down to the length of the skirt. So I'm going to measure from here. I'm going to put a mark, and then the mark will go to the waistline over here. Starting from here, I'm going to cut it down to the middle point right here where my measuring tape stopped at. So I'm going to make a mark again, cut in here. I'm not going to do anything to the bottom. I'm just going to leave it as is at the bottom line. To make it easy for you, use your chalk to just make the markings that you need. All right, now the client's waistline is 28, so as you can see I already have the marking there. Okay, now we're going to measure the hips all around. Starting from here, you want to take your tape measure and then measure from the middle point to, I'm currently working with a 42 hips. This is 40, and I'm going to add, this is 40, 42. Remember, the fabric is on fold, so this is 42, 2 inches for sewing allowance. Okay, but I'm going to put my marking for 42 right here at 11. All right, I put the mark for 11. Now, in addition to this, I'm going to add 2 inches for sewing allowance. So you want to take your tape, and then you can see I have 2 inches here. Making, if I'm to use it all, we have 2 point, actually, what is this? We have 3 inches. So I'm going to only cut it for 2.5, and I'm going to put a marking right here. I'm going to go back to the top for the waist measurement. Now again, from the middle point right here, okay, I'm working with a measurement of waist measurement of 29. Now 29 divided by 4, we're working with now 7. That would be 7.25. Now with 7.25, you can see you put your marking at the waistline, and remember we need 2 inches for sewing allowance, so we're going to go 2 inches out from the 7.25 and then add 9.25. Put your marking, and then next thing that we'll be doing, we have to connect our markings from the waistline. See, I'm connecting my marking to the hip line right here. Okay, so I'm just going to connect that together. You see how I'm not making it straight, I'm curving it in because it's a pencil skirt. Waist small, hips is bigger, and then the knees, we're not doing much to it. We're just going to extend our line, make it a straight line all the way down to the bottom of the skirt. Okay, so this is where our measurement. All right, so here's the front piece with the lining. Okay, now I'm also going to put it in a dart at the waist length, at the waist area. Okay, the fabric is back on fold. Again, I'm going to measure. Okay, now the waist for this is 7.25, remember? So I'm going to find the middle point of 7.25, and I'm going to go in, make a mark. This is to create a dart. Make a mark and then measure from the mark area, from the point area. I'm going to measure it down to 4 inches. So for instance, say I'm working with 8 inches. Okay, say you're working with 8 inches. You're going to go back and measure 4 inches. Put a mark for 4 inches right here. Then measure again 4 inches down. That will be, then you put a line. That will be for your darts. Now to make a marking for the dart line around the waist, I'm going to measure, starting from the middle point, I'm going to measure 4 inches around the waistline. Then I'm going to put a marking right there. Put a marking for 4 inches, and then I'm going to measure another 4 inches down. I'm going to put another mark, connect it together, and that will be my dart area. And what I'm going to do is sew it down for half an inch from the waistline to the marking for 4 inches. I'm going to sew just, okay. Now from the waistline to the 4-inch marking, I'm going to sew it down for half an inch all the way down to the waistline. If you can see the marking, I don't know if you can, but I'm going to sew it down in a triangular shape. Now don't forget the darts will be on both sides. You want one on the right and the left of your skirt line, okay? And you want to do the same thing for your lining as well. Now here's the back pieces. You have the 2 pieces here, and as you can see the curve, remember the little curve, this is the hip side. So now I'm going to sew it down, and then I'm going to sew right here. I'm actually going to sew right here, the top part and the side piece, then turn it around. show you pinning the sides of both skirts. As you can see, I have it pinned down here all the way to the bottom.